So this is how our case against Townhouse Management, Fashionware Realty, R&D Maidman, Maidman and Middleman, and Maidman.org, our landlords, became their holdover case against us. Really, I think, in an attempt to falsely criminalize us in a pathetic attempt to cover up the fact that they've used us horribly. As you can see here, I filed a harassment case. There's one page. Here's the second page. Michael Sean Foster, Nathan Hamilton against Townhouse Management Company. Again, Michael Sean Foster, Nathan Hamilton against Townhouse Management Company. And, well, it became their case against us for a wrongful eviction. And then a giant holdover case that no less than 5 judges have signed off on, and I have a judge with no robe. I guess that's to distract me. But he's not listed as a judge, he's a Juris Doctor. It's amazing how money can buy anything. At one point, I went to his court, and a judge whom I know, because we've been in court with our landlord for a long time, many years, whose name is not this judge's name, was sitting there with a robe on, as if I am so stupid I wouldn't notice the difference. When your landlords are very wealthy and they do things like make, I'm told, annual contributions to, I'll just speak to the camera for a minute, annual contributions to judge re-election campaigns. I have no power. When they record you, every single moment of every single day to, it hurts to get up, I have broken ribs, to know your every single move, via a covert camera. How do you get a fair shot? See it? It's a covert camera. They're listening to me right now, which is why I'll have a hard time uploading the video, because they also moved their agents and their squatters right into the building. Money, money, money. When you have money, you can get away with anything. Pardon me, the mirror broke. It also speaks of framing, doesn't it? To make a long story short, okay. So our case against them became their case against us, and also the building got sold, but I'm not sure to whom, because it used to be Townhouse Management Company, and now it is R&D 324 East 77th Street, LLC. So trying to also limit themselves as to what they are liable for. They also added a shady stipulation to our lease, because all this was their big plan. That if the building is condemned, they won't be liable, which actually is technically illegal. I hate to put all my business out there, but I'm going to have to, because I'm being framed. Or they're pissed off because they can't do it. So when I was in the process of pursuing a case against my landlord, which you can see, and this case turned into the judge issuing violations. So really the case magically vanished. So when I was in the process of pursuing a case against my landlord at an HIV clinic, a woman who I shouldn't have listened to approached me and said, "Oh, you've got to go to HIV Law Project." HIV Law Project. Well, I went to HIV Law Project, and Robert Bacigalupe offered to represent us. But did I go to HIV Law Project, or is it Law Project Inc.? Allegedly, they were a division of Housing Works. I would recommend anyone with HIV run from them. And he had us both sign all these HIPAAs. But this was like sleeping with the enemy, because he gave my landlord, R&D 324 East 77th Street, LLC, and agents access to both my HIV information, including my GINA code, 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, 4 page, 5 page, 6 page, 7 page, 8 page, 9 pages each. I have my copies as well. Oh, here's my lease, our lease. We actually do have a right to be here. And contrary to popular opinions, we actually paid rent here for 7 years before we got sickened with HIV, which was intentional, via organized stalking and harassment. So we'd be ill and sit home and come up with more ideas for products. And I also want to review this because this is one of my landlord's agents. SunGard announced today, I won't say the name out loud, has joined its brass business unit as Senior Vice President of Compliance and Product Management. All Nathan does is, bless his heart, we sit here and come up with ideas for products and we see spec items in the stores. 12 years at Goldman Sachs. You know, this person's very well connected. This person would rather us die than the truth be revealed. Some other people that were involved in this. You can see a person there who wasn't that devious, although I'm sure that's not her real name. At the time she lived on 57th Street, she even commented to our horror that she lived in the same building as our landlords. Oh, this is a NYC Environmental Protection. 324 East 77th Street. No idea what this is about. Oh, a failure to comply with this order will result in issuance of a notice of violation and $1,000. This was for... I have another paper. There was a backflow issue, so you'd fill the tub and it would fill up with little pieces of shit. This is an intruder in my apartment. I have no idea who, but there's been so many I've lost count. Here's the date. This is Asmir American. Ooh, he must be American. Has been a member of the Opus board since 2013. He is currently the managing director of CEO of UEM Ed Genta BHD. This is bullshit. He's also affiliated with a similar name with Bob Bajagalupe at HIV Law Project. This is interesting. We were dumb enough to do this when we first moved in here 9 years ago. This is an interesting way for a cunning landlord to get your banking information. And then see where you work. And all sorts of other information about you. Who has their rent debited from their checking account once a month? Huh. And then there is this. TV Technologies, Inc. This is a document from Opus Communications from Marblehead, Massachusetts. 100-200 Hoods Lane. There's other companies here. One Chronicles 14 LP. This would be why I get magazine covers like this. Oh, and here's a lengthy history with my landlord, us saying, we truly and genuinely just want the harassment here to end and live here in peace. Because nobody wants to be filmed on video and audio in their own bedroom. Sorry, the dog urinated on the carpet. Piss happens. And as you can see, you know, we have a very normal life, even with the insane conspiracy, really, that's been against us, which is designed to resemble mental illness, but it's not. That's the infuriating part.
We're having a raging Saturday night.
Yeah, we're really having a raging time. I'm sitting here watching a flamenco guitarist who's doing really a beautiful job. And he's working on his resume for a job will be hopefully not denied. This is all part of our problem here, forensic investigations. This should be illegal. You know, I was assaulted by 2 police officers, but I'm going to say this. The NYPD and the FDNY and the FBI and the CIA and all these different organizations that actually are the reason we can go outside. And I actually don't have a problem with you guys if you're watching. This is bullshit. FPI, forensic private investigations, this should be illegal. Oh, look, and there's a 77. And I live on 77th Street. And here's a picture of the covert camera outside the window there. What do you want to bet our landlord owns this company with their 50 different agents? More pathetic attempt. So this is the reason that I actually get,
that would make sense that they would have a company with people bonded to do this.
Oh, of course, because they've got, oh, this is really beautiful. You got to see this. My family was absolutely horrified when they saw this. Now, I actually called the publishers of Time Out and complained. But if a video surveillance footage is taken of you anywhere, it can be used. Recognize him? It's me. Crime scene. Search area. Stop. I made the cover of Time Out magazine. December 13th through the 19th, 2017, issue 1118. 38666. It's me. What do you think? Take a look at this. And then take a look at me. I actually know where these pictures come from. When I worked at the Guerlain Spa, and my boss was Mark Beneke at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, he was good friends with Celeste Trager. My dog here. From Studio 54. And he also said he was a friend of my landlord's. And one day, this awful man came in named Raymond and gave me no choice while I was alone in the Waldorf Astoria Guerlain boutique. And he goes, we're going to take pictures for a special Guerlain training catalog. And they got pictures of me, performing my duties as a makeup artist. Then he took pictures of me doing things I shouldn't do, like tweezing eyebrows at a counter. And, I didn't get paid any extra. And I confronted Mark and I was fired. And that was the beginning of the end of my career. Hi, Vita. Hi. So, our lives are left in shambles. Our families are altered, and for 3 years I've cried every day. All so people could make money.